Things to consider when using Essential Graphics. As a new tool, and one we hope Adobe keeps improving, there are some things you need to consider when using Essential Graphics. The first one happens when we use certain effect parameters like Gaussian blur, for example. If we add this property to the Essentials properties in my layer and I crank up the value, you'll see the effect is cropped by its bounding box, and activating the collapse transformation option doesn't solve the problem. Adding the blur to an adjustment layer doesn't work either. The only way I've found this can be solved is by adding a solid to the back of the layer we're using with Essential Graphics. This way the effect doesn't get cut off, but the problem is that you need this solid to be at least 1% visible in order for this to work. As for properties like position, if we have some animation keyframes for this on our shape and we add it to Essential Properties, the position animation will not play and will instead be replaced by the position parameters or animation that you have on the timeline when you import the asset. Back to the drop-down menu on the Essential Graphics panel. When working with different comps and layers, you should make sure that the composition that you want to use in this panel is set as the primary composition. Otherwise, you'll be trying to add the parameters as essential properties from a comp that is not selected. And since that is not possible, After Effects will prompt an error message saying that the property is unrelated to the comp you have selected on the panel. And it will show as a red property on the Essential Graphics panel. Finally, if you try to erase a layer or an effect that has any essential properties attached to it, After Effects will prompt a message to let you know about this and confirm if you want to delete it. Saving and loading Essential Graphics. You may have noticed that there is an Export Motion Graphics Template button at the bottom of the panel. The problem is that it doesn't work as you would expect. Once you save the template, either on your computer or in your cloud library, you'll have a .mogrt file. The problem is that it can't be imported or dragged and dropped into your project panel. The only way to use it is to load it as a project, and then After Effects will convert it into an After Effects file. This means that if you do it this way, you will only open one file at a time, so it won't be very efficient. The best way to use these files is to create an After Effects project file that will work as an asset gallery, and you can keep building into it. Then you can import that file to your new project as needed. Conclusion. The use of Essential Graphics can greatly improve the way we build our projects and make it easier to create and share easy-to-implement asset galleries for our projects. Remember, you can make any of the different layer parameters and effects that we've touched on into an essential property. Using essential properties in your workflow can save you so much time and create efficient project files that can be used as powerful templates for the future.